And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Starting off with satellite imagery here out to the west, next front here pushing eastward. First band here, mostly just some clouds, maybe light rain pushing the Adak. Another band farther to the west, a stronger one back there pushing some rain and a little bit of increase in the winds there for the Shimei-Attu area. Otherwise high pressure, dry conditions, cloudy skies over the Bering Sea and the Aleutians. Sunshine over the western interior, that high pressure ridging into the western part of the state with dry conditions, light winds, a fair amount of sunshine all through this area, especially into the northern Bering Sea, down to around Nunivak Island and back up into the western Brooks Range. Clouds and showers again today over the southeast interior from the upper Tanana Valley area around Delta Junction and southward into the Copper River Basin. Some good showers along the North Gulf Coast today, especially around Yakutat, where they picked up about 0.3 of an inch of precipitation. And cloudy with scattered showers over the Panhandle. Rolling this through again, you can see a band of clouds here, keeping it cloudy and a little bit on the damp side there over the southern southeast coast, but things will gradually improve here over the next couple of days. And on the satellite, or on the today's surface map, low pressure continues just south of the Kenai Peninsula, the North Gulf Coast here. Showers pretty prevalent from the Talkeetnas, again around Delta Junction, right on down into the Susitna Valley, with Talkeetna reporting light rain throughout most of the day today. Showers developing over the Kenai Peninsula and Chugach Mountains, as well as the western Alaska Range. Not too bad. Kodiak, generally cloudy, some isolated showers there right over the central part of the island. And again, showers North Gulf Coast, scattering out over the Panhandle today with sunshine back in the west. Isolated rain and snow showers there with a lot less wind than yesterday there for the eastern Arctic coast and North Slope area. Light winds and basically cloudy for the western Arctic coast. In the northern Bering Sea, St. Lawrence Island, mostly sunny, dry over the Bering Sea here. And that front out to the west tonight slowly moves eastward there, keeping the rain even west of Amchitka Island. This trough starting to squirm over the top of this ridge here will begin to affect St. Lawrence Island late tonight, and then we'll push right on up to the south or the northwest coast tomorrow. Otherwise, for tonight, fair and dry over the interior from the Arctic coast right on down into the Alaska Range. Still some scattered showers over the Copper River Basin, but all this shower activity slowly diminishing overnight tonight. Low pressure continues about in the same place south of the North Gulf Coast, and just widely scattered showers now over the Panhandle. And for tomorrow, partly sunny, southern southeast coast and mostly dry. A little better chance of showers there around the northern Panhandle and especially the North Gulf Coast. Again, looks on the wet side. Afternoon showers developing over the mountains here for the Kenai Peninsula, western Alaska Range, Copper River Basin, and to a much lesser extent up over the eastern Tanana Valley areas. Dry in the interior, mostly sunny. Look for some gusty winds here moving on to the northwest coast, especially Point Hope and Cape Lisburne, Kivalina right on up to Point Lay with chance of rain associated with that. Light winds, dry conditions, eastern Bering Sea right on down into Adak and Atka with that rain trying to push into Adak, but not quite making it. Going to have to wait till the next system drives eastward on Tuesday afternoon, and that'll spread rain and increasing wind right into the Pribilof Islands, rain and gusty winds into the central Aleutians, extending up along this portion of the front here. Chance of rain reaches the Yukon Delta coast late in the afternoon. Gusty winds and rain, St. Lawrence Island into the western Seward Peninsula. Still pretty windy, small craft advisory winds there for actually St. Lawrence Island through the Bering Strait up into the Chukchi Sea, and some breezy conditions with rain along the Arctic coast there, and scattered showers to the Brooks Range. Dry central interior, dry in the southwest interior again, mostly sunny, Bristol Bay up into the Kuskokwim Valley, lower Yukon Valley as well. And with this system coming northward here, look for a lot less in the way of shower activity and maybe some partial clearing here over southeast interior Alaska, but still some showers along the North Gulf Coast. Rain and gusty winds, gale force winds coming into the Kodiak Island area, 40-knot winds into the Barren Islands, and good gales developing along the North Gulf Coast in the afternoon with small craft advisories in Prince William Sound, and rain with this warm front. Light rain moves into the northern Panhandle. For the lows tonight, upper 40s and lower 50s for the southeast coast. Otherwise, 30s and 40s over much of the central interior areas, 40s in near 50 south central Alaska, upper 20s here through the Brooks Range into the eastern North Slope, and out to the west, lows all in the 40s. Highs for tomorrow, 40s to mid-50s here for the Aleutians, otherwise in the upper 40s of the Pribilofs to St. Lawrence Island. And looking at some pretty nice 60s here over Bristol Bay into the Kuskokwim Valley, right on up into the Fairbanks area. Lower 60s with 50s everywhere else. 40s for the Arctic coast, warming up there in the North Slope. And here for the southeast coast, upper 50s to lower 60s. Lows on Tuesday morning. Upper 40s to lower 50s again for the Panhandle. And lower to mid 40s across southern Alaska. Anchorage, around 50 for the low, upper 40s Kodiak, and lower 40s here for the central interior. Warmer for the Brooks Range, in the 30s right on out to the Arctic coast, or the western Arctic coast with those gusty southwest winds. Clouds and rain staying in the 40s, and that pattern all the way down into the Bering Sea. And for the highs on Tuesday afternoon, 40s to lower 50s up there for the North Slope and Arctic coast. And 60 to 65 here in the central interior. Warmest around Nikolai and McGrath with lower 60s again down toward Bristol Bay. King Salmon could push the mid-60s and lower 60s in the Susitna Valley. Lower 60s Copper River Basin and 55 to 63 for the Kenai Peninsula. Only 55 Kodiak with that increasing wind and rain, and highs mostly in the 50s to lower 60s for the southeast coast.